Lawyers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Justice for you since 1972.
Baseball is back.
Gone! Home run number 29!
Hot off the heels of a record-breaking 2023 season, it's time to celebrate our first baseman,
Freddie Freeman!
Join us for the first bobblehead giveaway of the 2024 season on Saturday, March 30th at 6:10 p.m. versus the Cardinals, when the first 40,000 fans in attendance will receive a Freddie Freeman bobblehead presented by Bank of America. For tickets and more information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. This is Morongo Casino, Dodgers on deck. On your home for the blue all season long.
It's the Dodgers and Cardinals home opener from Dodger Stadium. Tyler Glasnow, Miles Michael is the pitching matchup. Coming up, we'll hear from Mookie Betts. We'll dive deeper into this pitching matchup. Stephen and Rick will have the keys to the game. But first,
joining Tim Cates on Dodgers on deck.
I accept everybody for who they are.
This is Dodger Insider David Bassett.
All right, DV, yesterday the Dodgers announcing Will Smith, their all-star catcher, gets a 10-year deal. He'll be in a Dodger uniform for the next decade.
Yeah, the Dodgers and Will Smith have talked about an extension the last two off seasons, but they finally made it work officially yesterday. 10 years, $140 million, reportedly a $30 million signing bonus as well. It was a very understated press conference yesterday at Dodger Stadium, which fits the personality of Will Smith.
I'm comfortable here. I wasn't scared of going to free agency at all, honestly. I think, when it comes down to it, I wanted to win, and I like to win. And, to me, there's no better place than here. It had nothing really to do with not wanting to go anywhere else. It was just more so wanting to be here.
Actions speak louder than words, Will. Your actions today speaks volumes of how much you do want to win and how much there is that desire.
Yeah, for sure.
Very Will Smith-like contract, very Will Smith-like answer. Very understated guy, and certainly does not crave the attention that other players do. And it's great the Dodgers were able to sign to a long-term contract a player they drafted and developed him.
David is driven by the Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 47 years and counting. Head to your Southern California Ford dealers for great offers on a Ford F-Series truck during Ford's Truck Month. While Will Smith was celebrating an extension, Dave, Mookie Betts yesterday was celebrating with the fans.
Yeah, it was great to see Mookie Betts in the city of Alhambra yesterday. He was handing out chicken tenders and fries, and a lot of times a superstar the caliber of Mookie Betts never really dips into the city that much. But over the course of the last year and a half, it feels like Mookie has really embraced the city as much as the city has wanted to embrace him.
It's super cool. When I was in the outfield, you get to kind of throw balls with a fan or, kind of wave, talk, whatever it is. And so now that you move in the infield, you don't really get that same interaction. But, I'm the same me. I still want to interact and talk and joke with people. And so this is a good way for me to kind of get that out and enjoy life some.
If you mess up their orders, do you think they might throw the tenders back at you?
I don't know. Maybe. There's only one way to find out.
There were no spilled chicken tender baskets yesterday in Alhambra, Tim, but I will point out once again that what the Dodgers are asking Mookie Betts to do is unprecedented. Usually, great players that start their careers at shortstop move off one of the most demanding positions in their 30s. Mookie Betts is 31. Instead of moving out to the outfield, he's moving in out of necessity to not second base, but now to shortstop.
All right, Dave, time now to pick the ponies at Santa Anita as racing resumes tomorrow with a full slate of races. We're going to pick tomorrow's first race, 1 mile, 8 horses in the race. Dave, who do you like tomorrow in that first race?
I'm going with the number 5 horse, Mahina, ridden by Patrick Gallagher.
All right, I'm going to go with the 4 horse, Grazed My Heart. So good luck to you, Dave. It's Santa Anita Derby Day at the Great Race Place with over an estimated $15 million paid out over 10 races on Saturday, April 6th. But again, racing starts tomorrow and all weekend long. Hopefully the rain stays away. Experience the Derby Day 5K, Spring Carnival with rides and games, beer tasting trackside, and Chandelier Room Derby Party. Reserve your seat at santaanita.com/events. Coming up here on Dodgers on Deck, we'll hear from Mookie Betts. We'll dive deeper into this pitching matchup, but up next, your Dodgers magical moment. Dodgers and Cardinals, it's the home opener on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. First pitch at 1:10. I'm Tim Cates, Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
The exclusive home of the Dodgers.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Thanks for calling Toyota. This is Jan.
Hi, Jan. My kids are really excited about spring break, so I'm looking for a new Toyota to help make it amazing.
Well, now until April 1st is the perfect time for an exciting new Toyota. Just imagine you and the kids in a Tundra on your way
To the lake to go speedboating.
Or imagine taking a Grand Highlander
To the mountains for some spring skiing.
Yahoo! Or maybe driving a Camry
To a towering water slide. I'm doing it!
Or even taking a RAV4.
Oh, to an animal sanctuary to pet goats.
Sounds like your kids aren't the only ones excited about spring break.
Oh, what makes you think that?
Let your imagination run wild at your participating Toyota dealer. Ready, set, go get your Toyota today. Toyota, let's go places. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details.
Hey LA, it's Max Muncy. Time to hit it out of the park. If you see trash on our streets, report it. Be an all-star and help save our environment. Call 888-CLEAN-LA or visit cleanla.com for more info. Brought to you by the County of Los Angeles.
Lyman Health Plan is changing the Medicare Advantage game so that you can be the one in charge of your health. Hey, this is Steve Sachs, and I highly recommend Lyman. They're handing you the reins so they can cater to your needs. Choose from a wide range of doctors. Welcome to a new era of aging. Visit AlignmentHealthPlan.com today.
Sometimes in life, like in baseball, you need a spark off the bench or a late inning rally to help you win the day. Ito Wins Oi Ocha Unsweetened Green Tea. All natural ingredients, no sugars, no sweeteners, and only 5 calories. Brewed from premium whole tea leaves, sourced straight from Japan. Ito In Oi Ocha Unsweetened Green Tea. It's the perfect source of caffeine to get you through the day and get the boys in blue through a long season. Amazing and authentic. It's the game-winning hit every time you drink it. Available at your local Daiso stores, Amazon, and itoin.com. That's ITOEN.com.
As we were saying,
This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck on the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
It's a Dodgers and Cardinals home opener from Dodgers Stadium. Tyler Glasnow, Miles Michaelis, the pitching matchup. First pitch set for 110.
Hot dogs here. Not a ball game without a hot dog. Who wants a hot dog?
It's time for the Hoffy Magical Moment.
It's magical.
It's magical.
Presented by Hoffy Hot Dogs.
We go back to opening day 2019, March 28th, 2019. Dodgers taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks. It was a home run derby for the Dodgers as they just absolutely lit up the Diamondbacks pitchers.
now the 2-2. Hernandez, and he drills that one to center field. Well hit and gone. The 8th home run of the day. Wow! 3rd home run of the inning. They hit 3 in the 4th. Dodgers with an even dozen.
Kike Hernandez with the home run in the 7th inning. The Dodgers would hit 8 home runs in a 12-5 win over the Arizona Diamondbacks. It was 5 years ago today, opening day 2019. This Hoffy Magical Moment brought to you by Hoffy Hot Dogs, a SoCal treasure for over 100 years. Visit HoffyBrand.com to find out where you can purchase Cravelicious Hoffy Hot Dogs. When we continue here on Dodgers on Deck, we'll check back in with Rick Monday as we lead you up to first pitch. It's the 2024 home opener, Dodgers and Cardinals. I'm Tim Cates, Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
Ready for a new way to play? A new way to... And... Yeah, you are. So come power up in Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios Hollywood. First, you'll... into the Mushroom Kingdom. Punch blocks to collect digital coins. and ride Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge on a whole new level. Yahoo! Super Nintendo World, now open at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Every winning season is built on a strong team, a team committed to executing a solid game plan. At Security Benefit, we want to help you and your advisor build your retirement game plan to help you stay committed so that when it's time to execute, you know you've got a solid team behind you. When it comes to retirement, losing is not an option. Talk to your financial advisor to see how you can plan for retirement. Security Benefit, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers.
I can afford to follow my dreams.
I can afford to do whatever I put my mind to.
I can afford college.
Start your future at a California community college. Financial aid is available to help with tuition, books, and sometimes even the rent.
I can afford to invest in myself and my future.
It's time to take the next big step. Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at icangotocollege.com.
Fans expect to in every season, but imagine winning the championship 29 seasons in a row. Galpin Ford did that, being the #1 volume Ford dealer in the world for 29 years, led by the Bachman family as the largest family-owned and operated dealer group in Southern California. Galpin has been part of the community since 1946, offering great deals, great service with great people. In addition to Ford, Galpin's winning heritage includes Mazda, Honda, Volkswagen, Porsche, Land Rover, Aston Martin, Jaguar, Lincoln, Volvo, Polestar, and Lotus. Be a part of the Galpin story. It starts at Galpin.com.
This is Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck.
Dodgers on deck, y'all.
On the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the Dodgers and Cardinals home opener from Dodger Stadium. Tyler Glasnow and Miles Michaelis, the pitching magic. Game 1 of this 4-game series. Dodger fans, start your future at a California community college. Financial aid is available to help you with tuition, books, and sometimes even the rent. It's time to take the next big step. Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at icangotocollege.com. Still to come here on Morongo Casino, Dodgers on deck. We'll get you the keys to the game. We're going to hear from Mookie Betts. We'll also dive deeper into this pitching matchup. But first...
And now, joined by David Bassett, here's LA Dodgers broadcaster and World Series champion Dodger, Rick Monday.
It's opening day at Dodger Stadium, and it's always special for me to be in the booth with Rick Monday because he's meant so much to the Dodgers. Rick, happy opening day. Another one for you.
Even from the moment that you get within a few blocks of Dodger Stadium, I mean, the parking lots are getting full early this morning. People are bright and bushy-tailed, trying to come in wearing Dodger blue. There is something magical about opening day at home. The Dodgers technically have already had opening day. That was almost 6,000 miles away in Seoul, South Korea. But there is something in the air. And then on top of it, it's a Dodger gorgeous day on top of that. This weekend, maybe not so much with some rain, but this is the way that opening days at home should be. And with the excitement of, there's 160 games left now on the schedule. This is a season unlike, I think, any other season in my memory bank, including when the Dodgers first moved out here from Brooklyn as a kid. The expectations in the first year, yes, but nobody really knew the players that well. And over the other years that we've been here, and there's been world championships, and then the following year there's a big opening day and a big uproar. But I cannot recall, David Vassay, any year in particular that is going into it that has captured the attention of so many people, and not just in Los Angeles.
And I've talked to players about this, Rick. There's 162 games. Teams like the St. Louis Cardinals, who have a pitcher that is starting today, like Miles Michaelis, that takes shots at the Dodgers, spending during the offseason. You can't match that for 162 games.
No, I'm kind of glad that he was preoccupied with the Dodgers instead of getting into shape. Okay, it was billboard material. He put it up there. Okay, he's going to hear it today. What does that mean after he throws the first pitch? Absolutely nothing. We're talking about it. We're talking about it a heck of a lot more than the guys down in the field are going to be talking about it. But if he does not have a very good day, you're going to talk about it again. And if he does have a good day, is he going to talk about it after the game? You don't know, but it is kind of neat. I don't know what time you woke up this morning, I woke up earlier than normal, just knowing it was the home opener.
After all these years in baseball, Rick, do you still have the same feelings on opening day?
Yeah, absolutely. It's very similar, Dave, that I talk about someone that makes his major league debut, because I can relate to that. It brings back a lot of memories. When opening day comes in, I remember as a kid growing up in Santa Monica, opening day for the Dodgers and what it meant, and huddled around a radio or watching the television whenever games were going to be televised, watching games that were broadcast from Vero Beach, from Dodgertown during spring training as a kid when they first moved in here. So yeah, this is kind of a special feeling, and I think for all of us that can reflect back upon days. You know what happens? I think we arrive at the ballpark as a kid, and the great Roy Campanella used to say, fellas, you've got to let that kid inside of you come out and play every once in a while. This is the day to do it.
Were you the biggest kid in 1977, your first year with the Dodgers and the opening day lineup?
That was a strange day because you and I have seen the photos, as a matter of fact. There was a photo that was taken before the game, and it was the starting 9, including Don Sutton, who was going to be the starting pitcher, and it was taken just outside the Dodgers office, and it was at that flower bed, and that was the opening day. You've seen the photo. It's one that I look at. I looked at it early this morning because that was kind of a special day for me to be able to come back home, if you will, to Southern California, having been originally with the A's, both Kansas City and Oakland, then going to Chicago with the Cubs, and then finally traded. In fact, so much so that I called Mike Garman, who was involved in the trade with me, coming from the Cubs to the Dodgers. I talked to Mike for about 15 minutes yesterday afternoon.
No kidding.
Yeah, just reflecting upon old times.
Those are great memories, Rick. Look forward to your whatever number it is, broadcasting a home opener. You've been in the broadcast booth since 1993 permanently.
Yeah.
Longest active tenured Dodger broadcaster.
And you know what opening days are? You have the feeling it's the very first one. That's the beauty of it.
Rick will be on the call today with Steven Nelson. We'll send it back to you, Tim.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Speedy Cash, official sponsor of every LA weekend. Find out more at speedycash.com or stop in an LA area Speedy Cash store. Still to come here on Dodgers on Deck, we'll dive deeper into this home opening pitching matchup with Tyler Glasnow, the pride of the 661 Hart High School, making the start here in this home opener. He got the start of the season opener over in Seoul, South Korea. Took a no decision. Rick Monday, Steven Nelson will get you the keys to the game. But up next, we go high and tight with Mookie Betts. It's the home opener. Dodgers and Cardinals. First pitch set for 110. I'm Tim Cates, this Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
The exclusive home of the Dodgers.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Mention Home Run at any of their stores to receive a free team bracelet and $50 off any purchase of $99 or more. And don't forget, everyone is approved for credit at Daniels. So visit danielsjewelers.com now to find the nearest store. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
Game days are not game day without Tito's Handmade Vodka, proud sponsor of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Time to hit the stands with a Tito's cocktail in hand. Order a smooth Tito's cocktail, rock that blue and white, and root for the home team with your favorite team spirit. Tito's Handmade Vodka, distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
The season is here. This is Jorge Jarrin for Chef Marito Seasoning, the official seasoning of the Dodgers. For the past several years, you've heard me talk about carne asada, fish, chicken, and steak seasonings. But have you tried the over 20 varieties of the other seasonings? If not, you're missing out on the chance to bring out the chef in you. From breakfast to lunch and dinner, Chef Marito Seasonings is great with any meal. It's not a true Mexican meal without Chef Marito. Available at your local grocery store.
Let's talk about Galpin Mazda. Imagine challenging for a championship year in and year out. Well, you can. because that's what happens here in town, and that's what happens out at Galpin Mazda. David Godina, the general manager, make sure you are treated like a champion every time you hop off the 405 at Roscoe to see him in person. Log on to galpinmazda.com or call him at 1-800-GO-GALPIN. Remember, led by the Bachman family, it is the largest family-owned and operated dealer group in Southern California. Find your Mazda at galpinmazda.com today.
Medi-Cal renewals are happening now. All members' eligibility is reviewed once annually, and everyone's renewal date is different. You can check your renewal month in your online benefitscal.com account. If your current address, email, or phone number have changed, please update your information with your local county office. If you get a renewal form in the mail in a yellow envelope, you must complete it to keep your Medi-Cal. If you don't, you will lose your coverage. Visit lacare.org for more information. That's lacare.org.
Fernando Valenzuela has pitched a no-hitter.
From the moment he arrived in Los Angeles, Fernando Valenzuela was the city's singular, sensational superstar. Nothing in the 4.5 decades since has dimmed the light of this legend of Dodger baseball. Join us on Monday, April 1st at 7:10 p.m. against the San Francisco Giants. The first 40,000 fans in attendance will receive a jersey of Fernando Valenzuela, sponsored by Bank of America. For tickets and more information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. This is Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. On your home for LA Dodgers baseball.
Dodgers and Cardinals home opener from Dodgers Stadium. Tyler Glasnow, Miles Michael is the pitching matchup. Dodgers baseball is presented by Children's Hospital Los Angeles. When you need the very best care for your child, go to Children's Hospital LA, ranked #1 in California for pediatric care. Find out the right doctor for you at chla.org. Shout out to my guy, Dr. Andy Chang, in pediatric urology. Still to come, Rick and Steven will get to the keys to the game. We'll also dive deeper into this pitching matchup. But first,
and now, what will likely be Vassay fielding insults from a Dodger player.
It's an engagement of endearment.
This is High and Tight.
It is opening day at Dodger Stadium, and for the Dodgers in North America, and I'm joined right now with one of my favorites, a guy that certainly has ingrained himself in the fabric of the city of Los Angeles. That is the great Mookie Betts. Thanks a lot for the time, Mookie.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me, brother.
Hey, first time that you will be starting at shortstop on opening day, fair to say?
Yes, there's a first for everything, and I'm glad this is the first.
This also, by the way, when you step in that batter's box, will be the 1,000th time you're leading off a game in your career.
I didn't know that. Well, I mean, I guess I've done something good. I gotta give myself a pat on the back.
I remember the first year we were talking, basketball, baseball, some of the similarities, and you said leading off is kind of like being a point guard. You feel like you have some control over the game.
It's nice, lead off with a single, lead off with a good at bat, hit a ball hard, whatever it is. You can kind of energize the team a little bit, so I take pride in doing things like that.
Mookie, I was doing some research. Usually guys in their 30s move away from shortstop. They don't move to shortstop. And I feel like we just take for granted how great of an athlete you are and how you do it with a smile. But what are the biggest challenges playing shortstop?
I mean, obviously you have to be a really good athlete, knowing where to be. Some of the plays are tough plays. I don't really know. This is my first time really doing it. So I haven't done it since I was 18, and I only did it for 10 or 12 games then. And so I'm really just kind of learning on the fly, and I'll have that answer, midway through the season.
All right, Mookie Betts, the team. You're all about the team. You want to win. You're all about winning. What do you see from this Dodger team that makes you believe they're ready to climb that mountain this year?
I think there's a lot of guys that have overcome a lot of adversity here. A lot of guys that have been to playoffs, kind of understand what it's like. But there's no real way to say, you have to get there first, and then you have to perform when you get there. And I haven't. The last couple times we've been there, so I know I have to do my part. But everybody has to do their part. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but I think we have the team to do it. But it's just you got to get there, and then you have to do it.
Yeah, I know it's hard, right? Because you want it so badly, but you still have to play the regular season to earn that spot. How do you keep that in the right space?
You just got to do it one game at a time. Yeah. You can't play the playoffs now. Right. You can only play the game today. They can only take the at-bat right now. You can only take the ground ball or the fly ball, whatever it is right now. And I know it's really easy to say and hard to do, but, this year I've really put a big emphasis on that, just being in the moment, enjoying each and every time I take the field, each and every at-bat I get, each and every ground ball I get, just being intentful and doing it the right way. And then you don't worry about the rest. You don't worry about the rest. It's hard. Like I said, it's really hard to say and do, but I've really put an emphasis on being in the moment for myself this year.
How has that helped you be a better baseball player and just keep everything in perspective?
Patience. When your kid does something wrong or makes you mad or whatever it is, you can't just yell at them. You got to talk to them and you got to speak positivity to them. And I feel like for so long, when I made the mistake or whatever, I would say, Mook, man, you stink, or be negative about it. And it's like, now I'm to the point where this is the first year I've really understood, like, to be my own best friend. Like, I do not need, I love when people help me or cheer me on, and I love it. But, like, I have to be my own best friend. I have to be my own cheerleader. I have to root myself on. I have to will myself through no matter what it is. And, that self-talk is way more powerful than people think. I know people kind of just brush it on the rug, but, when I messed up this spring, I'm telling myself, you're all right, buddy. You keep going. Everything's fine. Keep going. You'll get the next one. And it's really worked for me. And so that's something that I'm really trying to stick to.
That makes sense. It's more powerful to help yourself than ask for anybody else to help you.
Yeah, 'cause nobody can help you better than really you can help you. You got to be honest with yourself and look in the mirror and really just root yourself on. It can't be, the other team and you versus you. That doesn't, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. And so it's already a battle that we're behind the 8 ball, from the beginning. And so, I'm really trying to be my own best friend, my own biggest cheerleader.
Well, you got a lot of fans, Mookie. You're sitting next to one right now.
Thank you.
I know how much this season matters to you. I know how much your family matters to you. I know how much the city matters to you.
Oh, yeah.
So you got millions of fans in this city that are going to carry you forward. But I love hearing that side of it.
Yeah, and I love you guys. I love everyone that helps. I mean, just getting to see you walk around with a smile on your face, it makes it really easy. Seeing the Dodgers, the fans, and seeing how they root you on, cheer me on, just walking down the street, or whatever it is. And so it's very powerful knowing that you guys make my day, and whether you believe it or not or know it or not, it really does mean the world to me, knowing that I can walk down the street and I have people that are wearing the jersey, or you come to talk to me and just giving me a different perspective on life.
Mookie, look forward to a great year. And like I always say, mothers across America love this guy because he has a smile that will light up from Nashville to L.A. all the way back to the Charles River. Thanks a lot, Mookie. Happy opening day.
That was a great accent, too.
Park the car, Mookie.
All right, there's Mookie Betts, David Vassegh. Great stuff. Dodgers baseball brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers Audio Network. When it's game day, it's group day at Shakey's.com. Leading you up to first pitch. On-field introductions being done right now down the first base and third base lines as both starting lineups and the rosters are being introduced. So it leads up to Dodgers and Cardinals. Up next, we'll dive deeper into this pitching matchup. Don't go anywhere. I'm Tim Cates. This is Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers. In the history of Dodger Stadium, there's been 18 total rainouts. Hi, I'm Dave Roberts. As manager of LA's favorite ball club, I know a little something about rainouts. And last year's rain was one for the books. It was also one of LA County's best for capturing rain and stormwater. Over 200 billion gallons of stormwater was captured, enough for 5 million people. This year is starting out stormy. That's why LA County's putting in the work now for a safe, clean, reliable water future. Find out more at waterforla.com.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids.
today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Dodgers fans, it's game time. Remember that every battle counts, even off the field. Had an auto accident? Don't let the auto insurance companies play hardball with your compensation. Level the playing field with Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers. With a legacy spanning over half a century and having secured over $2 billion in rightful settlements, Jacoby & Myers is here to claim victory for you. Trust Jacoby & Myers to be your winning team. Your rights, your compensation protected. Contact Jacoby & Myers now to ensure your triumph, both on and off the field. Jacoby & Myers, because everyone deserves justice.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 34 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 270 locations in Southern California. Once again, that's uclahealth.org.
This is Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. On your home for the Blue all season long.
It's the Dodgers and Cardinals. It's the home opener for the Dodgers after 2 games in Seoul, South Korea. Back home, first pitch coming up at 1:10.
And now, before the Dodgers hit the diamond, we look at the pitching matchup.
Pitching matchup presented by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Turn your trail-dominating off-roading dreams into reality into an all-new 2024 Tacoma. See your Toyota dealer today. We make it easy. Tyler Glasnow on the mound, 30-year-old right-hander, his 9th season in the big leagues. The last 5.5 seasons with the Tampa Bay Rays. Traded to the Dodgers in the offseason, then signed the extension. Last year, 21 starts with the Rays, 10-7 with a 3.53 ERA. Tyler Glasnow making his second start now. Even though today's the home opener, he got the start opening day in Seoul, South Korea on March 20th. He picked up a no decision after allowing 2 runs, 2 hits, walked 4, struck out 3 in 5 innings of work. He is going up against Miles Michaelis, 35-year-old veteran right-hander, his 9th season in the big leagues. He made his debut with the Padres in 2012. He spent 3 seasons in Japan pitching. Last year, 35 starts, 9-13 with a 4.78 ERA in his career against the Dodgers. 7 games, 4 starts, 1-2 with a 4.23 ERA. Miles Michaelis, Tyler Glasnow, Dodgers and Cardinals. We're 15 minutes away from first pitch. Keys to the game are next. I'm Tim Cates, this is Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
The exclusive home of the Dodgers.
AM 570 LA Sports.
If you're looking for an ultra-premium tequila that takes you on a journey beyond the expected, reach for Tequila Herradura, an extraordinary addition to the lineup. Whether you're sipping it slow and straight or mixing up a Dodgerita, Tequila Herradura's quality is present in every pour. Tequila Herradura, proud partner of the LA Dodgers. Cheers to the winning spirit. Please enjoy responsibly. Tequila Herradura is 40% alcohol by volume. Must be 21 years or older to enjoy.
At Progressive, we know how much you love your recreational vehicles, so we decided to record this commercial in an RV.
With a family on vacation.
Mom, who are these people? Oh, that's Flo and Jamie. They're recording a commercial, sweetie.
Don't they do that in the studio? Normally. No. But we wanted to feature a family who bundled their home and RV and saved with Progressive.
Yeah, it looks like you're all out of chips.
Okay, I think we'll just drop you off at the next gas station.
Bundle your home and other vehicles with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Freddie Freeman here. When it comes to our kids' health, you don't settle for second best. Meet Dr. Santana from California's #1 Autry Orthopedic Center at Children's Hospital, Los Angeles.
Thanks, Freddie. We're proud to offer the top-ranked orthopedic program in California. No case is too complex. With the largest team of specialized orthopedic physicians, we cover every aspect of your child's health, all in one place. Families turn to CHLA when the outcome truly matters. Visit chla.org/ortho to ensure your child's health is in the best hands possible.
You always hit a home run at Superior Grocers. Superior has all your ball game favorites. Pick up fresh guacamole and chips made fresh in-house. No need for cooking with Superior Grocers ready-to-eat rotisserie chicken. If you want quality ingredients for your recipes, it doesn't get any fresher than Superior's produce. While shopping for game day or any day, be sure to download the Superior Grocer app for weekly ads and the latest in savings. We've got you covered. Superior Grocers. Quality, variety, and value.
As we were saying,
this is Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck on the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
We teased Tyler Glasnow starting for the second time as a Dodger for the first time at home. We buried the lead, or I buried the lead. This lineup, the MVP triumvirate, leading the way. Finally, the fans here at home will get a taste of them in real games, games that count.
and I think if you're looking at this Dodger ball club, they're raring to go. Oh, they had the 2-game series in South Korea. That against the San Diego Padres, but now getting back home, this is a little extra flavor, and for Tyler Glasnow, it's really going to be an extra flavor because now he's pitching at home for the first time in the home team uniform. So there's a lot of expectations that he has, the 6'8" right-hander, and you start to look, a couple of numbers we'll talk about during the game as well. You start to look at how efficient he was last year against the middle lineup. The numbers 3, 4, and 5 hitters collectively, that portion of lineups that faced Glasnow hit below 200. That was the 5th lowest average of any starting pitcher that qualified in Major League Baseball. So he was able to curtail a lot of threats by the big bats in the lineups.
Well, he is something that the Dodgers did not have last year, and that is a true strikeout artist. Now, the Dodgers certainly have guys who can punch tickets, but not to the level of Tyler Glasnow.
No, and he does it with a variable amount of pitches. Everybody talks about, well, the fastball is in the upper 90s. That's all well and good, but it really helps set up the other pitches that he has, and he gets a lot of chases on pitches that are out of the strike zone, in particular with breaking balls, because hitters are saying, look, I'm not going to let him throw that 97, 98-mile-an-hour fastball by me. They're starting to cheat a little bit, start a little bit early, and they wind up chasing pitches that are borderline strikes or maybe even out of the strike zone.
6'8" now. He wasn't always that way. What a rise for him physically and in the game of baseball, now pitching for his hometown team. So Newhall, California, stand up. Santa Clarita, stand up. Well, maybe you're here in attendance at Dodger Stadium. We certainly hope so as we send it back down to you, TC.
All right, thanks a lot, Steven. Yeah, the 661 representing with Tyler Glasnow on the mound. Dodger fans, enhance your listening experience by downloading the iHeartRadio app and listening to Dodgers baseball in HD, powered by LA Care Health Plan, serving all Angelinos, lacare.org. They have just wrapped up the pregame festivities with both teams being introduced along the first and third base lines. National anthem has been sung. Flyover has been completed. What a great pregame festivities it was for the Dodgers and Cardinals as Tyler Glasnow warms up and gets ready for this home opener, as he must be excited to take them out here in his hometown of Los Angeles. In this home opener, Dodgers 1-1 to start the season after the 2-game split in Seoul, South Korea. They get ready now stateside to start 160 games over the next 5.5 months. And it all begins today with the Dodgers and Cardinals, the first of 4. First pitch with Steven and Rick. When we come back, don't forget, after the game, David Vaste's got you covered with all the post-game festivities. First pitch is next. I'm Tim Cates. It's been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on Deck on the Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network. Enjoy the game, everybody.
Streaming LA Dodgers baseball.
Now the 3-2. Curveball swung on and missed strike 3. Line drive 1. Oh, what a stab by Freddie Freeman at first.
Deep to right center. Back it goes. It is off the top of the wall. Here comes Taylor around.
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on Deck.
Right field. The Dodgers walk it off.
The Dodgers win it.
The birthright of a legend. Down, kiss the ring, show reverence.
This has been Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck.
Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Budweiser.
This Bud's for you.
First.
car is one of your most prized possessions, so you want to make sure you're taking care of it, and that includes routine oil changes. Hi, this is Tim Cates. With our family cars, I trust the folks at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. No waiting rooms, no appointment needed. With locations all over Southern California, go to SoCalOilChange.com and find the Valvoline Instant Oil Change near you. When you pull in, they offer stay-in-your-car service while you wait. Got 15 minutes? Need an oil change? Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Life doesn't stop when the economy is uncertain. The market might not care you have a wedding to plan or a kid to put through school. And inflation doesn't know you've got a family to feed. But Bank of America does, and is here to help. With digital tools to help you save and local experts in Southern California, you can keep life moving forward the way you need it to. Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com. Bank of America N.A. member FDIC equal credit opportunity lender.
At Advance Auto Parts, our all-star lineup of free services keeps your vehicle in winning condition. Swing by your local Advance and we'll test your battery for free and install a new die-hard battery with purchase. We also have free oil recycling, wiper installation, and more. Come see us.
Apply in minutes, and if approved, get your funds as soon as...
and cut emissions. Plus, SoCal Gas customers can get more than a $1,200 rebate. Learn about the new Navi.
And Galpin continues to service customers the way they want to be served today. Be part of the Galpin story. It all starts at galpin.com.
Let's go to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
And now your voices of the LA Dodgers.
Rick Monday and Steven Nelson.
Live from Dodger Stadium, welcome to the Dodgers home opener. They've already officially opened the season. The two-game series in Seoul, South Korea, those against the San Diego Padres. The Dodgers come in with a record of 1-1, and it's that opening day here in what Tommy Lasorda referred to as heaven on earth, Dodger Stadium. Absolutely gorgeous day for baseball. Dodgers have taken the field, and here's Dave Roberts' starting lineup. Mookie Betts again in the familiar leadoff spot. He's at shortstop. Shohei Ohtani in his first game in L.A. as a Dodger, the designated hitter. Freddie Freeman is at first, doing the catching, and just a new 10-year contract under his belt. Will Smith. Max Muncy is at third. Teoscar Hernandez will be in left field. James Outman is in center. In right is Jason Hayward, and Gavin Lux batting ninth and playing at second base. For Tyler Glasnow, the local product, getting the start last year, 10-7, had a no decision in his outing against the Padres in South Korea. The umpiring crew and their assignments, the crew chief Alan Porter will work the plate. He'll call the balls and strikes. Ryan Blakeney is at first. Nate Tomlinson umpiring at second, and over at third is Sean Barber. Tomorrow will be game 2 of this 4-game series, and we'll join you tomorrow at 6 o'clock with the Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck show. First pitch at 7:10, and Bobby Miller will be on the mound for that one. So welcome to the home opener, the time that we all look forward. 160 games left on the Dodgers schedule. Happy to have you with us. And with the play, here's Steven Nelson.
Thank you, Mo. Well, in the stadium, at home, at work, in your car, over the air, on the app, wherever you may be, and however you may be listening, we thank you for being with us. Blue skies over blue heaven, smiles and excitement inside of it. The most anticipated Dodgers season since the team moved from Brooklyn in 1958. Everybody settled for the first pitch from Tyler Glasnow, a swinging strike from Brendan Donovan. Today's time and temper brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. A 1:10 start, a beautiful 67-degree day here at Dodger Stadium. Glasnow already with his 0-1 pitch, just missed outside, called a ball by Alan Porter. Glasnow went 5 innings in his Dodger debut in Seoul. Gave up 2 earned, 2 hits, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts through 77 pitches. His third pitch to Donovan, a little high, a little outside, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, he's got the first few pitches out of the way. It's the time for everyone. You're saying is, okay, look, have the ball hit to me defensively so you can exhale and really get down to business.
2-1 is tap foul by Donovan. The count squares up 2-2.
Steve, we mentioned a pregame show that for Tyler Glasnow, one of the things that he did so exceptionally well a season ago, that numbers 3, 4, and 5 hitters in opposing lineups collectively hit just 192. He shut down the big power part.
And the power is lurking behind Brendan Donovan. Paul Goldschmidt, the first baseman, on deck. The delivery from Glasnow on the 2-2. A fly ball foul down the left side. Several rows behind the Dodger dugout.
It's kind of strange. Dodgers against the Cardinals. It's the first time the Cardinals facing the Dodgers on an opening day since 1998. That was at Busch Stadium. First time here at Dodger Stadium since 1984.
The other 2-2 pitch from Glasnow, 96 miles per hour, up and in, brushed Donovan back off the plate. The count now full. Glasnow facing a Cardinal lineup and a Cardinal team trying to wash away the taste of an ugly 2023 campaign, finishing 71-91 in the Central. Donovan puts the 3-2 pitch in the air to center field. Drifting to left center is James Outman, who's underneath the first out of the ballgame.
Yeah, for the Cards, 71-91, their first losing season since 2007, and their first 90-game loss season since 1990. So they're trying to rebound. They entered this series with 3 of their big guys on the injured list, expected to come off relatively soon.
One big guy who is healthy just stepped into the right-handed batter's box, Paul Goldschmidt, who rips the first pitch from Glasnow foul. Paul Goldschmidt, the 2022 National League MVP, had a down year in 2023 by his standards anyway. Really struggled in spring training this year for the Cardinals as well. Waves and misses at strike 2.
Yeah, Goldschmidt, in comparison to that MVP you're talking about, his average went from 317 to 268. He hit 10 fewer home runs and 35 fewer runs batted in.
Glasnow settles in for the 0-2 to Goldschmidt, who did not chase a pitch upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out in the top of the first inning. Pitch from Glasnow. Curveball in the dirt outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Really don't want to have 2 strikes if you're a hitter against Glasnow. The reason is you look at last year, the second lowest batting average against in all of baseball, just 107. Blake Snell was just in front of him from that area, but not a good sign to have 2 strikes on you.
His 2-2 pitch to Goldschmidt, served out to right field. Soft contact, but it loops down in front of Jason Hayward for a 1-out base hit for Paul Goldschmidt. Ball off the end of the bat of the Cardinals' first baseman. The first hit and first base runner of the ballgame for St. Louis. So now it'll be the second baseman, Nolan Gorman, the youngster from Phoenix, Arizona. Former 19th overall selection in the 2018 draft. Glass now out of the stretch delivers. It's fouled back into the netting. Strike 1.
Came on at a big rookie year a couple of years ago. For Gorman, in 89 games, he hit 14 home runs. But you start to look at what he's done home run department. He's played 208 career games at the big league level. He's hit 41 home runs in that time.
4 home runs in 8 games against the Dodgers. So 2, 3, and 4 in this St. Louis order. From Goldschmidt to Gorman to Arenado. 3 guys with varying levels of experience, all with strong track records against L.A. Glass now in his 1-1 pitch. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, called strike 2.
He's been ahead of every hitter so far.
Two strikes on Gorman, who will swing and miss. 148 strikeouts last year in 119 games. Glasnow's 1-2. Strike 3, swinging. Dropped the hammer on Gorman, who was looking for something else and looked foolish. First strikeout for Glasnow. Now it's Nolan Arenado stepping up with 2 out, and Goldschmidt still on first. Ball 1 down in the dirt, well blocked by Will Smith. Arenado, a Southern California kid, born and raised in Orange County. Now a veteran, 32 years old. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch from Glasnow. Fastball misses upstairs.
Yeah, Arenado's still with a few years left on his contract. Goldsmith, the final year of his 5-year deal. Arenado got shut down towards the end of last year with lower back spasms. And he spent a lot of time this winter saying, hey, look, I need to work on my weight.
Glasnow's pitch, skied out of play. The first strike of the plate appearance for Arenado, 2-1.
Yeah, he figures that, hey, wait a minute. Not that Arenado was overweight. He just figures, hey, look, it's going to take less strain off of my back if he even trims down a little bit more. So he worked on the weight loss along with flexibility during the offseason.
2 balls, 1 strike. 2 out, 1 on. Another foul ball from Arenado. And in the net behind home plate, 2-2. For the Cardinal third baseman, after finishing 3rd in MVP voting in 2022, put up one of the worst seasons of his career last year. Was still an All-Star for the 8th time in his career, but for the first time in 11 seasons, no Gold Glove at 3rd, and a streak of 6 straight Platinum Gloves snapped as well. Glasnow delivers. Popped up right side, foul territory. Smith and Freeman. It's Smith's ball on the warning track next to the on-deck circle for St. Louis. So the 1-out base hit from Goldschmidt stranded by Tyler Glasnow. Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani, and Freddie Freeman due up for the first time at home when we come back.
Let's talk about Galpin.
just underway. A half inning in the books. Tyler Glasnow worked around 1 hit. No runs on 1 hit, 1 left on for the Cardinals. And now the bottom of the first inning and the top of the vaunted Dodgers order. Mookie Betts leading off at shortstop in front of Shohei Ohtani and Freddie Freeman. 3 MVPs. And make no mistake, there is much more behind those 3 as well. The challenge for the Dodgers today, veteran right-hander Miles Mikolas. A 35-year-old from Florida. His first pitch to Mookie Betts is in there for strike 1. The Dodgers offense going to try and pick up where they left off, leaving South Korea. Mikolas with his 0-1 to Betts. Just below the zone, called ball 1. 16 runs on 23 hits in a sole series split with San Diego. The 1-1 from Mikolas. Betts waits on it. Breaking ball called strike 2. And Betts had himself a sole series. Ball 2 from Mikolas, away and in the dirt. Mookie reached safely in 8 of 11 plate appearances. Had a home run and 7 runs batted in.
Yeah, he had a good week in 2 days.
That's right. And a strong spring training as well. He's waiting on the 2-2. Here it comes. Mookie Betts fouls it back to stay in there.
Well, see, not to discount Miles Mikolas, but in comparison, okay, Glasnow mentioned the numbers 3, 4, and 5 hitters. They just won 92. Well, the numbers 2, 3, and 4 hitter against Mikolas last year hit 311.
2-2 to Betts. Outside. Mookie's worked the count full.
So my point being is that Mikolas early in the games was working a lot out of the stretch position with numbers 2, 3, and 4 hitters getting on base.
Making his second consecutive opening day start for St. Louis. The payoff to Betts. That's a leadoff walk for Mookie.
And he's out of the stretch early here.
But now, the volume and the people rise at Dodger Stadium for Shohei Ohtani's first official plate appearance at home in Dodger blue. Every cell phone in the building is out to capture some history. He swings at the first pitch and fouls it away down the left side near the upper deck.
I mentioned in Arizona during that portion of spring training, one thing about it, the Dodgers have a lot of guys in the lineup that very few people go to the concession stand when they're hitting. Nobody leaves now when Ohtani is hitting.
Everybody locked in for this 0-1 from Mikolas. Another foul ball. This one more straight back. And quickly Ohtani is behind 0-2.
Now, Mikolas is not really a strikeout pitcher. He had the second lowest strikeout rate in baseball last year when you look at starting pitchers. That's not to take away the fact that he has good stuff. He's just not normally a strikeout guy.
Ohtani opts to see a pitch, and it's low. Ball 1, count 1-2. Betts' very conservative lead off first base next to Paul Goldschmidt, a Gold Glover. The pitch to Ohtani, who swings and pulls a base hit into right field. It gets to the corner. Mookie's on his horse to third. Stop sign from Dino Ebel, but Shohei Ohtani didn't see it. Goldschmidt has it, and Ohtani's caught in a rundown. Now Mason Wynn, the shortstop, is basically going to run this play out. So the opposite of heads up, the head was down base running from Shohei Ohtani. So instead of second and third, nobody out for the Dodgers, it's Betts on third. Ohtani back to the dugout with 1 away.
And it's not too often you get a double and you have to go back to the dugout, but just not really picking up the base coach. As Ebel threw up the stop sign, not wanting to really run into an out early in the game, but that's exactly what happened. Ohtani got caught midway between second and third.
He was trying to utilize that speed, felt he could get to third base, but Dino Ebel did not want to be aggressive, especially with a hitter of Freddie Freeman's caliber stepping in. He takes ball 1. Betts tried to signal frantically to Ohtani behind him, but it was just too late as the ball was already on the infield. Mikolas checks on Betts, comes home to Freeman. Ball one below the zone. Count level.
The infield playing in, except at first and third, and they're halfway. But those are little mistakes that prove to be very costly over the course of a ball game, much less a season.
Michaelis has the pitch from Contreras, the backstop. He gives to Freeman, and it's ball two inside. And Freddie coming off a terrific campaign. You have the runner-up for the NL MVP on third base in Mookie Betts, and the third place finisher in the batter's box in Freddie Freed. Hit .331 with a .977 OPS, 29 homers, 59 doubles, 102 runs batted in. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Michaelis. It's 3-1 now. It's a fastball missed a couple feet below the strike zone. The 3-1 pitch. Freddie goes after it and pulls it into the Cardinal dugout. Count full 3-2. Opening day just underway at Dodger Stadium. Still scoreless, bottom of the first. Mookie Betts on third, 1 out. Freddie Freeman standing in. The payoff pitch from Michaelis. Ground ball up the middle and through. Freddie Freeman with an RBI base hit into center. Mookie Betts scores, and the Dodgers have a first inning lead.
Well, it doesn't take long with Freeman when there's runners on base to begin with. Second highest average in the National League with runners on base last year, 347. And hit 370 with runners in scoring position. Second best in baseball.
Now the Dodgers cleanup hitter. The catcher, Will Smith. First pitch swinging, foul ball, strike one. We should say happy birthday to Will Smith. He turns 29 today. Made even happier by the 10-year, $140 million contract extension that was announced on Wednesday. Michaelis pours in a breaking ball for strike one.
Yeah, get the contract the one day. How do you top that for your birthday the next?
Maybe an opening day home run. Just to put a bow on it. Let's see. Michaelis with the 1-1. Fouled into the net.
Smith tried to go the opposite way with that right side of the infield opened up. The outfield is really playing the other way, although there's a big gap in left center. Infield, for the most part, playing the pull.
0-2 pitch from Michaelis. Smith belts it into center field. Another hit for the Dodgers. Freeman cuts the bag at second. He's heading for third. Big turn from Smith. He slides back into first base. The Dodgers have him at the corner. Still just 1 out in the first.
Well, a walk and 3 base hits. A costly running mistake. The only out so far in this game.
Right now, a meeting on the mound. This consultation on the mound is brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, the official law firm of the Dodgers. For a free consultation, call dial 1-800-5-MILLION, because everyone deserves justice. And as Wilson Contreras and Paul Goldschmidt, the catcher and first baseman, meeting with the pitcher, who's given up 3 consecutive hits. And Michaelis has gotten all 4 hitters so far in the bottom of the first to 2 strikes, and yet all 4 have reached. Max Muncy's turn. He watches strike one.
He started Muncy off with a changeup, trying to keep him off balance early.
Michaelis shakes the glove before his 23rd pitch of the first inning, and Muncy lifts a fly ball to right field. In front of the warning track, now a step onto it is Jordan Walker. Tagging from third is Freddie Freeman. He will score on the sacrifice fly for Muncy. It's 2-0 Dodgers.
Muncy got back-to-back changeups, and he stayed right on it. So the Dodgers put 2 on the board early, and they're not done yet in the first inning.
It's another newcomer. The left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez, who takes strike one. And Hernandez, a 2-time Silver Slugger, All-Star in 2021 with Toronto. Lost in the offseason shuffle with all of the moves, particularly on the pitching side, falling behind, of course, the two-way sensation Shohei Ohtani, but Teoscar Hernandez fouls away strike 2.
For Michaelis, he got some billboard attention to begin with. Calling the Dodgers the check-writing baseball. Well, they've cashed in a couple of checks here in the first inning.
The 0-2 to Hernandez. Good eye from the right-handed slugger. Signed a one-year, $23.5 million contract with the Dodgers. Turned down multi-year overtures from other teams because he wanted to win. Of course, $23.5 million doesn't hurt either. 1-2 the count. The pitch from Michaelis. Hernandez fouls it away. And you mentioned the bulletin board material. It was earlier this month when Michaelis was talking to reporters, and he caught the attention and drew the ire of Dodger fans by saying this quote: "We're not exactly a low payroll team, but you got the Dodgers playing checkbook baseball. We're going to be the hardest working group of Midwestern farmers we can be. It would be great to stick it to the Dodgers," end quote. The pitch from Hernandez, or to Hernandez rather, is low, ball 2. And he did admit that the Cardinals are not a low payroll team. They are 10th. The Dodgers are 9th. And Michaelis, who has signed a couple of lucrative contracts himself, he's known for having a sense of humor. As his 2-2 pitch is a called strike 3 to end the bottom of the first inning. But the Dodgers behind 3 straight hits. The first 4 reached, 2 runs scored. 2-0 LA as we move to the second inning.
Download the iHeartRadio app and listen to AM 570 LA Sport.
First, well, that start of the order as advertised. That's walk. Ohtani doubled. Freeman singled, as did Smith.
How many people today, Stephen, woke up without having to use the alarm clock because they knew it was the home opener?
I think we're two.
Every hand is raised here in the booth.
First pitch of the inning to Wilson Contreras, skied high into the high blue sky. Mookie Betts, the shortstop, back into left field, and shallow left field. He makes the catch. And that ball had a parachute on it. It was in there forever.
Well, it started out as somewhat, scattered clouds. It's kind of clearing up, directly overhead, which means, it can be an adventure with the sun and really kind of a cloudless skies. Infielders and outfielders looking up.
Glasnow misses low to the designated hitter, Alec Burleson. You talk about an adventure. The 2024 season has already been that for the Dodgers. Glasnow delivers the 1-0 pitch, his tap foul. Of course, traveling to South Korea for the Seoul series along with the San Diego Padres, then coming back home, playing 3 exhibition games, and the day off on Wednesday, and now kicking off a 4-game series here today against the Cardinals, and all 4 games at 4 different start times. Glasnow misses upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, and another different start time tomorrow, 7:10. Be on there at 6 o'clock at Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck show, and Bobby Miller pitching in that one.
Glasnow comes home. A swinging strike 2. Count squares up.
Thought it was interesting looking at a couple other numbers with Glasnow. We mentioned his low average, 3, 4, and 5 hitters against him. With 2 strikes, just a 107 average. However, a lot of teams figured, hey, look, we have to hit the ball early. And on first pitches thrown to batters last year, they hit over 440.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons right there, Stephen, because they realized, hey, with 2 strikes, a 107 average, only Blake Snell had a lower batting average against with 2 strikes last year in baseball.
We talked about it on the pregame show, Mo, how Tyler Glasnow is a strikeout maestro, had 162 last year in just 120 innings.
Yep.
The 162 Ks would have been 25 more than any other pitcher for the Dodgers. Jordan Walker waves and misses at strike 1. It's a 12.2 strikeout per 9 inning ratio. It would have been the best single season K per 9 mark for a Dodger starter in franchise history. Another swing, another miss from the young slugging Walker.
Glasnow is not just for the fastball. There was 2 breaking balls we've seen in this at bat. Even though the fastball average is almost at 97 last year. But, you know, there were only 9 starting pitchers that threw the curveball at a higher percentage than what Glasnow did. So he throws you the heater. He's got the curveball. He's got the off-speed pitch also.
Let's see what he's got for this 0-2 to Walker. Slider misses away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. For a long time, Tyler Glasnow was just a 2-pitch guy. The fastball and the curve has added that slider. There is a dotted fastball, 98 miles per hour. Back-to-back strikeouts for Glasnow. 3 in the game now. There's a 1-2-3 second inning. The Dodgers back to work when we come back.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570. Tyler
Glasnow made it look easy in the top of the second inning. A 1-2-3 frame. with 2 more strikeouts. Now with 3 on the game. Only took him 2 innings today to match his strikeout total from 5 innings of work in the Seoul series. Back for the bottom of the second. The Dodgers leading the Cardinals 2-0. It's the bottom of the order for L.A. 7, 8, and 9. James Outman takes a strike. Miles Mikolas was forced to throw 29 pitches in a lengthy top or bottom of the first, I should say. He's in front of Outman, 0-2. 14 of the 29 pitches were sliders. And 2 of the Dodgers' 3 hits came against that pitch.
Yeah, good luck with that fastball elevated last year, and then got a lot of hitters to chase the breaking ball down.
The 0-2 to Outman. Swing and a miss on a pitch well outside the zone.
And that pitch is down also. We talked about Glasnow throwing a high percentage of curveballs. Well, Mikolas is even higher than that. In fact, he was the 3rd highest in throwing first pitch breaking balls.
At the reset after the strikeout of Outman, the first out at the bottom of the second, Jason Hayward. The 2023 revelation watches a 93-mile-per-hour fastball from Mikolas on the outer corner. It's strike 1. Mikolas working quickly. Misses inside to Hayward. A minor league contract and an invite to spring training is what Hayward got last year. Ball 2 outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. And he turned himself into one of the comeback players of the year and a huge clubhouse leader. Of course, Freddie Freeman's best friend is then brought back on a 1-year, $9 million deal for this season. The 2-1 from Mikolas. Ground ball right side, fair. Gloved by Goldschmidt, who steps on the bag by himself. 2 up, 2 down in the bottom of the second.
Another off-speed pitch. So Mikolas, you start to look at and then compare notes if you're a left-handed batter. He's gone to a lot of change-ups to lefties in particular.
3 lefties finishing the order in this starting lineup today with Outman, Hayward, and now Gavin Lux. Fouls back the first pitch into the net. It's 0-1. Lux had a pair of singles in 10 ABs in Korea. Had a really good spring. Hit his first home run of the spring against the Angels the other day. Sprays the ball the other way, tailing toward the line in left field, and it is foul. So it's a strike, and it's 0-2 on Gavin.
Well, it's amazing. Time flies. First time the Cardinals have had an opening day at Dodger Stadium since 1984.
2 of the most storied and winningest franchises in Major League history. The Dodgers with the 2nd most wins, the Cardinals the 4th. The pitch from Mikolas to Lux makes the Dodger second baseman dance out of the way.
Another thing, 2 of the iconic uniforms as well.
The Cardinals in their road grays. Mikolas with the red stirrup socks, the high socks, a red glove. Ball out of it. The pitch to Lux. Just missed inside. Mikolas thought he had strike 3. Instead, it's 2-2. And Lux calls time. And the Dodgers in their home whites, shining brightly on this bright March 28th day. The 2-2 from Mikolas is in the dirt and inside. The count now full.
That's the curveball that it missed so far. He hasn't really dialed in the curveball. The changeup has been good. He's moved the fastball in and out very effectively.
Gavin Lux, who, when healthy, is shown to be a spark plug at the bottom of the order, trying to do that. 3-2. Tails back over the inside corner. A called strike 3. Lux shot out of the way, but it got the zone. So it's a 1-2. happening because the top of the Dodger order delivered as everyone was hoping and expecting. The first 4 reached. Max Muncy had a sac fly as well. An early lead for Tyler Glasnow to continue working. He will do so against 8-9-1 for St. Louis. Here in the third frame. The first pitch to Victor Scott II. High fly ball to center. Outman gives away to Teoscar Hernandez, who secures the first out of the inning.
Yeah, Hernandez a better angle with the position of the sun right now. Straight away up the middle for both the second base, shortstop, and center field can be, well, an adventure.
So for the Cardinals, it's out with the old and legendary and in with the new and the young. After Victor Scott II is making his major league debut, flies out. Mason Wynn, young shortstop, takes ball 1 from Glasnow. This is the first Cardinal season without one of Adam Wainwright, Yadier Molina, or Albert Pujols on the roster since 2000. Ball 2 from Glasnow in the dirt.
For Wynn, just 22 years of age, he was told ahead of time, and it came out in a public statement. It goes, the shortstop is the position for him to seize.
Ground ball to his counterpart, Mookie Betts, who makes the throw across to Freddie Freeman. Quickly 2 away.
And that was wise also by Mookie Betts. He didn't have time to really plant his feet, stop, and then make the overhand throw. He knew that Wynn can run exceptionally well. The guy in front of him, Scott, it's going to be interesting if he gets on base because Victor Scott II stole last year, combined with A-ball and double-A, 95 bases.
Is that all? Thankfully, the Dodgers and Tyler Glasnow don't have to worry about him or anybody right now. The bases are empty. 2 are out in the top of the third. Top of the order for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan got out of the way of ball 1. The tall Glasnow delivers. And it's a fastball that misses upstairs again. 2-0. Here's the pitch from Glasnow. He's on the board with a fastball called strike.
And the Cardinals come in with a few people on the injured list. Most recently, Dylan Carlson. He was hurt in a collision in the outfield just a couple of days ago.
Fastball from Glasnow just missed, down and in. 3 balls, 1 strike. St. Louis is really down an entire outfield as Carlson joins Lars Nootbaar, an El Segundo native, and Tommy Edman on the injured list. Glasnow delivers. Pulled well foul. That might get out of the stadium behind us. That's how far out and underneath it he was Donovan. Now the count is full.
Yeah, Nootbaar is out with a rib issue. Edman out with a wrist he had surgery on. Sonny Gray is also on the injured list, but he's expected back relatively soon.
The 3-2 to Donovan. Fly ball to right field. Hayward has his glove up because he's got a read on it. And Glasnow works another 1-2-3 inning, preserving this 2-0 Dodgers lead.
It never ends. Dodger coverage morning till night.
Hope all of you are able to work from home. All right. If you're listening at the office, we'll take it. Maybe a sick day from school as well on this opening day in the majors. The Dodgers, of course, 2 games already behind them in Seoul.
You mean that 8-hour virus?
Yeah, yes, that's right. Classic. Yeah. It's going around. It's running rampant these days. First of the order, Mookie Betts swings at the first pitch from Michaelis and drives the ball deep to left and gone. Into the bullpen goes Mookie Betts, his second home run of the season. A solo home run makes it 3-0 Dodgers.
Well, he was red hot in Seoul, South Korea, and he hasn't cooled off here at Dodger Stadium. With that trip around the diamond, you can stop by any one of the Daniels Jewelers locations. Just walk in and say home run through your free team bracelet, along with a $50 gift card towards any purchase of $99 or more. Daniels Jewelers, own the dream.
Now Shohei Ohtani. Ball one inside. Heck of a start for Mookie Betts, not just in this game, but the season. It continues. The pitch to Ohtani. Ball 2 is low. Mookie Betts now 7 for 10 on the year. Third pitch to Ohtani. That also misses low. 3 balls, no strikes.
Michaelis last year gave up 26 home runs. Touched up for his first this year.
Green light for Ohtani. Big hack, no contact. 3-1.
That swing would clear the air.
I think we felt the breeze up in our booth. There is a slight breeze blowing here at Dodger Stadium on a crisp, perfect day. The 3-1 to Ohtani. And okay, it looked like it was strike 2, called ball 4, so Ohtani takes his base.
Hey friends, the MLB Ballpark app will help complete your next visit here to Dodger Stadium. You can buy and manage game tickets. You can redeem offers, access exclusive content, and do much, much more than that. So download the MLB Ballpark app.
So just like Betts, Ohtani reaches for a second time. This time, not thrown out on the base pass. But let's see how he works on the base pass. Freddie Freeman, first pitch swinging. High fly ball. Center field. At the wall is Scott. It's gone! These MVPs are showing off and showing out in the home opener. A 2-run tank from Freddie Freeman. 5-0 Dodgers.
And a hanging curveball that was left up in the strike zone and left out over the fence. And another trip around the diamond. See our good friends at Daniels Jewelers. Any of the locations, say home run for your free team bracelet, along with a $50 gift card towards any purchase of $99 or more. Daniels Jewelers, own the dream.
This feels like a dream with Betts, Ohtani, and Freeman. And now Will Smith, who fouls away a second strike. 0-2 the count on the Dodgers backstop.
Doesn't matter the decade. The old line about curveballs, you hang them, we bang them.
Will Smith banged a base hit his first time up in the first inning. It was the third of 3 consecutive knocks for the Dodgers, part of that 2-run first inning. Ball 1 tails away from Michaelis. 1-2 the count on Smith. The top 3 in the order now, 4 for 4. 2 homers, 2 walks, 5 runs, and 4 ribbies. Smith sprays the ball down the right field line. It is slicing, and it is foul. And we are just in the bottom of the 3rd inning, folks. Michaelis delivers the 1-2 to Smith. Pokes the bat out there, and it's a soft pop-up to second base. Gorman has it. And finally, Michaelis has his first out of the third inning.
Number 13, Max Muncy.
First pitch swinging is Muncy. Fouled back. 0-1. Ball one from Michaelis, and a curveball that missed outside. 1-1 to the Dodgers. Third baseman was trying to get off to a fast start because last year he did not. Muncy fouls back, strike two. The first 9 games in 2023, Max was 4 for 33. Had a home run and 7 walks, but 16 strikeouts his first 41 plate appearances. Muncy stares at a pitch, and it is called strike 3. Muncy had to apologize to Alan Porter, the home plate umpire, because he tossed his bat as if he was the third out of the inning. He quickly picked it up because he's just the second out. Teoscar Hernandez up now.
Oops.
The strikeout of Muncy was the fourth for Michaelis. The first of the game was on Hernandez, who waves at strike one. Michaelis delivers. The right-hander misses in the left-handed batter's box.
Well, if pitchers stay with the same routine, Teoscar Hernandez is going to see a lot of breaking stuff. He annihilated fastballs a season ago, and that's been kind of the story in his career.
He's waiting on the 1-1. Here it comes. Got a piece of it, but it's in the seats for a souvenir. One ball, 2 strike count. The Dodgers with 3 runs already here in the bottom of the third inning. It's now 5-0. They're in the home opener. The 1-2 pitch to Hernandez. Outside in the dirt, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Hernandez swings through, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Michaelis to end the third, but the Dodgers started it with a couple of bangs. The leadoff blast from Betts, the 2-run home run from Freeman. 5-0 Dodgers as we shift to the fourth.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
You've waited all year for baseball.
Season, and the Dodgers with a pair of crooked numbers in the first 3 frames. 2 in the first and 3 in the third. A 5-0 lead for Tyler Glasnow, who has 2, 3, and 4 for the Cardinals. Paul Goldschmidt, who singled in the first, swings through strike 1 here in the top of the fourth. That single from Goldschmidt, the lone hit and lone base runner so far for St. Louis. Ball 1 from Glasnow. Count evens up. Glasnow delivers. And misses upstairs and away. 2-1. The pride of Hart High School exhales for the 2-1 pitch. That's downstairs. 3 balls, 1 strike. The former MVP Goldschmidt. Glasnow can pitch comfortably. Well, I spoke too soon. A long fly ball from Paul Goldschmidt into the left field bleachers. A solo blast for the first baseman. St. Louis has its first run of the game. It's now 5-1.
Well, a drop-off in production a season ago for Goldsmith, but trying to make a strong start. So he has singled, now homered. And that was a 97-mile-an-hour fastball right at the knees, but right down the middle.
So now Nolan Gorman, the lead for the Dodgers, shrinks to 4, 5-1, after Paul Goldschmidt's first home run of the year. Nothing to 1 the count on Gorman. The pitch from Glasnow. That's pulled to right field. A sinking fly ball. Jason Hayward goes down to make the grab. The 5-time Gold Glove Award winner showing why in right field as he brings in the first out of the 4th.
Well, Hayward showed last year, and he continues right here. He made the diving backhanded catch as well as anyone in baseball.
Number 28, Nolan Arenado.
Just terrific defense in right throughout his career. Nolan Arenado takes ball 1 from Glasnow. And really that brings you back to the excellence of versatility for Mookie Betts, his ability and desire to play in the infield, allowing the Dodgers to put Jason Hayward in right. Arenado swings and misses through strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Glasnow loses ball 2 outside. 2 balls and a strike on the St. Louis third baseman. Battling a ball that had topspin there from the second baseman Gorman. A sword from Arenado. We got a piece of it. But it's still strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, that's a slider. That was low and away. That's a tough pitch to even foul off, much less try and get a base hit on.
Two ball, 2 strike count. 1 out in the top of the 4th. Glasnow deals. It's upstairs. And now we're full. Trying to keep the rest of the Cardinal lineup at bay. Goldschmidt's 2 for 2. Everybody else in St. Louis is 0 for. The payoff from Glasnow. Arenado goes down to lift a fly ball to center field. Outman using his glove to shade the sun. And he secures out number 2.
There are days in center field in particular, 1 o'clock start, and this is just about that time of day that you don't need sunglasses, you need a welding mask.
Enhance your listening experience. Download the iHeartRadio app and listen to everything in HD, powered by LA Care Health Plan, serving all Angelinos. LACare.org. The first pitch, Glasnow delivers to Contreras, misses for ball 1. This inning started with a solo home run from Goldschmidt. First run, second hit for St. Louis. The Dodgers lead 5-1. Ball 2 is up and in on the Cardinal catcher. I mentioned how this is the first year since 2000 that St. Louis doesn't have at least one of Adam Wainwright, Yadier Molina, or Albert Pujols on the roster. So now Wilson Contreras taking that torch from Yadi. And he is in front of Glasnow. 3 balls, no strikes now. Glasnow looking to get on the board with a strike. He cannot. A 4-pitch walk to Contreras, who flings the bat toward his dugout and gives way to Alec Burleson.
Number 41, Alec Burleson.
Glasnow coming off a 2023 season, which he made a career-high 21 starts and pitched a career-high 120 innings. Worked his way back from an oblique strain, and he suffered late in February. Had a handful of rehab starts, and then debuted in May against the Dodgers. Now he's pitching for the Dodgers, his hometown team, in his hometown ballpark. Gets a foul ball from Burleson for strike one. St. Louis DH. Standing in the left-handed batter's box with Wilson Contreras on first base. The pitch from Glasnow. Right back at the Dodgers righty. He got out of the way. Mookie Betts secures it right up the middle and beats Contreras in a race to second. That's the third and final out of the fourth inning. A solo home run from Goldschmidt. All the damage against Glasnow. It's a 4-run lead for the Dodgers in the middle of the fourth inning.
The exclusive home of the Dodgers.
Burst onto the scene here in this one against St. Louis. It's 5-1 Dodgers. St. Louis just got its first run of the ball game on the solo home run from Dodger nemesis Paul Goldschmidt. Miles Michaelis continues to work, the starting pitcher for the Cardinals, against James Outman, who taps the first pitch to the left side. Nolan Arenado, bare hand play, the throw across, not in time to beat a hustling James Outman. A leadoff infield single for the center fielder.
If you're going to go down to third base, you better hit it exceptionally hard or hit it very softly, because normally when Arenado gets his hands on the baseball, you're out.
Arenado, 10-time Gold Glove winner, 6 Platinum Gloves. Last year was the first season without either for the heralded third baseman. Now Jason Hayward. He takes a strike from Michaelis. Hayward launched as many home runs last year as he hit the previous 3 seasons combined, 15. His best batting average since 2018, best slugging percentage since 2012. The 0-1 pitch from Michaelis. Got Hayward to chase it, 0-2. The Dodgers have gotten the leadoff batter aboard in 3 of the 4 innings so far against the Cardinals right-hander. The 0-2 pitch. Nope. He's going to check Outman back to first base. James Outman, of course, Rookie of the Year finalist last year because of his all-around efforts. He's the first Dodger rookie with at least 20 home runs and 15 stolen bases. He had 16 in 19 tries a year ago. Now the 0-2 to Hayward. Popped up behind home plate. Contreras tracking it right on the on-deck circle for the Cardinals. One away.
Well, the Giants will come in after this 4-game series against the Cardinals, and on Tuesday, it's going to be Healthcare Appreciation Night here at Dodger Stadium. You can purchase a Healthcare Night ticket pack for the game against San Francisco and receive an exclusive Dodger vest. Now, for more information, come on out and get us. Dodgers.com/ticket packs.
5-1 Dodgers, bottom of the fourth. 1 out, 1 on. Gavin Lux in the 9 spot. Fouls away the first pitch from Michaelis, who is now up to 68 in the ball game. And really, this is the place where Michaelis would prefer to live, the second half of the order for the Dodgers, because the top half has terrorized him so far. Lux, ground ball to second base, could be 2, and it will be 2. 4-6-3, inning-ending double play. So that completes the 4th inning at Dodger Stadium. The Dodgers leading by 4. Game series beginning here today at the Ravine. Next to Rick Monday, Stephen Nelson here. Thanks for riding shotgun with us. Tyler Glasnow takes the ball for the top of the 5th, facing 7, 8, and 9 for St. Louis. It's Walker Scott the second and Wynn. A lone blemish for Glasnow, a solo home run from Goldschmidt. Walker skies one to center. Outman underneath it. 1 pitch, 1 out in the 5th.
Outman evidently has a very good pair of sunglasses.
Or welding mask.
Yeah, or welding mask. And I say that, you kind of looked at me a little weird, but
I loved it. That's great.
Having been out there, I mean, sometimes, and the guys are wearing the sunglasses all the time and not the flip down. Well, the advantage of the flip down glasses, you could get different degrees of darkness in those glasses.
These spectacle technology has really evolved as the years have gone along. You know, the different styles, different functions. Ball 1 to Victor Scott, and then taps the 1-0 pitch to the left side. Mookie Betts to his right, throwing a bouncing throw. He's not going to get the speedy Scott. scored an error on Mookie Betts because the ball did not go into the Cardinal dugout. Scott stays on first base. A good effort from Freddie at first, trying to dig the bouncing throw from Betts. He got a piece of it, did Freddie.
Now get ready. I mentioned this, Scott, last year combined, was in lower A ball and double A, but 95 stolen bases.
And the Dodgers certainly aware of that. And for Tyler Glasnow, that is part of the scouting report as well. Certainly he can punch tickets, but controlling the run game has not been a strong suit. A swinging strike one induced by Glasnow, a Mason win. 1 ball, 1 strike. Last year for Glasnow, 19 stolen bases, just 1 caught stealing. It was tied for the 14th most stolen bases allowed in the major leagues. Glasnow checking Scott back to first. Low throw. Freddie kept it in front of him.
And Scott looked like he was set to go. He had a little bit more lean in his body towards second base than he did the first 2 pitches.
And given the speed that he has, it's very rare that he has a red light. He leans, he goes. Smith's throw down to second, not in time.
Yeah, there's just no chance.
Good work by Gavin Lux to dive forward and keep that throw from going into center field, because you don't want to give Scott third base. He has second safely.
Well, Scott, 50 stolen bases in 57 attempts last year in A-ball. That was in 66 games. 66 games in Double A. 45 stolen bases in 52 attempts.
2-1 to win. Misses inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. The number 9 batter in the shortstop for St. Louis was a teammate in scoring position with 1 out in the top of the 5th. Glasnow delivers right down the chute for strike 2.
Well, the speed of Scott really presents like 3 problems. A, we've saw one part of it, is that Mookie Betts, knowing the speed, rushed the throw, got with an error. The other part is if you're batting behind Scott, you know you're not going to get too many changeups thrown to you.
The payoff from Glasnow, a soft fly ball to center field, Outman in. Scott can't go anywhere. He retreats to second base, 2 down in the 5th.
And the third part of that is not only is the catcher not going to be calling for a lot of changeups, the pitcher doesn't want to throw him, and is he going to alter his stretch position to kind of lower the time it takes him to get the ball to his catcher?
All these things, you combine that with the new rules, with the bigger bases, all designed to increase action on the base paths. That poses not just a threat, but a mental hurdle for pitchers to overcome when they got that sort of speed demon behind them. And as you just alluded to, not just pitchers, but the defense as well. 1 ball, no strikes on the leadoff batter, Donovan. In the air, left side. Muncy retreating in foul ground. And he makes the catch on the warning track. There'll be 2 steps in front of the padding down the line. And so Scott is stranded off second. The Dodgers continue to lead 5-1. on the slate for Miles Michaelis in this fifth frame. And up to this point, the top three in the order have been up 6 times. They've reached safely 6 times. 2 walks, 4 for 4, 2 home runs. 1 from Mookie Betts, 1 from Freddie Freeman. 5 runs scored and 4 runs batted in. 4 of the 5 so far, with the Dodgers up 5-1. Mookie Betts trying to repeat history, swinging at the first pitch. This time it's popped up shallow center, and Wynn, the shortstop, gloves it in front of the center fielder Scott. 1 away. So Betts up. Now gives way to Ohtani. Freddie Freeman's on deck. Who's on deck is brought to you by On Deck. For small business, lending that's fast and easy. Go to ondeck.com. Michaelis misses outside with ball 1. Ohtani doubled in the first, was thrown out, and then walked and scored in the third. Coming around on Freddie Freeman's home run. 2 balls, no strikes. Michaelis steps back and fires home, and there's strike 1. Now, both Ohtani and Michaelis actually came over from NPB in Japan the same offseason. Michaelis spending 3 years there with the Yomiuri Giants. The pitch to Ohtani. Hit hard, ripped again, and Ohtani's aboard again. His first 3 trips to the plate at Dodger Stadium, he's reached safely. A 1-out base hit on first base for the Dodgers first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And that is going to force Ollie Marmol, the manager for St. Louis, out of the Cardinal dugout. He takes the ball from the right hand of Miles Michaelis. He talked about checkbook baseball. He witnessed some box office baseball from the top of the order. His day is done into the Cardinal bullpen.
Need an oil change? Make it a Valvoline instant oil change.
Navian High perfect for your home and the environment. Learn more at hydrofurnace.com. Navian pitching change for St. Louis. Andre Palante, the right-hander and Southern California native. 25. Inside.
Talking about the first pitch, 527. That was the best batting average on the first offering to a hitter of any batter in Major League Baseball.
It's at 527.
Mm-hmm. That's hard to do in T-ball, much less up here.
Palante fires to Freeman, who bounces one foul into the first base camera well. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mookie Betts pop out to shortstop beginning this inning. The only time so far that any of the Dodgers' 3 MVPs have been held off the base paths today. Palante's 1-2 to Freeman. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Came in with a breaking ball right there and a pretty good one. Palante was busy last year. He was in over 60 games.
Now time for the cleanup spot in the Dodger order. The birthday boy. Smith 1 for 2 so far today. Singled in the first. And popped out to second in the third. Dodgers with 5 runs so far on 7 hits. Cardinals 1 run on just 2 hits facing Tyler Glasnow. LA's already taken the St. Louis starter out of the game as Smith sprays a ball foul on the right field line. This is the first game for Smith since Game 2 of the Seoul Series, and that was a good one for him. Tied a career high with 4 hits. His 5th 4-hit game of his young career. He hopes to finish in a Dodger uniform. He swings through strike 2 to fall behind in the count.
That's a good breaking ball.
The speed of Shohei Ohtani still on first base. Takes a few feet from Paul Goldschmidt. A small shuffle to his right. A 1-2 pitch from Palante. No, we'll have to wait as the righty checks Ohtani back to the bag at first. Ohtani last year with 20 stolen bases in 26 tries. Won't take off. Will Smith swinging away. This one into right center. Hustling in is Scott the second. He leaps unnecessarily, but it looked cool to make the 3rd and final out of the 5th inning. was 4 1/3. Gave up all 5 runs the Dodgers have scored up to this point. All of them earned on 7 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Gave up 2 homers. 1 to Mookie Betts, and then a couple batters later, Freddie Freeman did the same. 5-7-1 for the Dodgers, 1-2-0 for the Cardinals as we kick off the 6th inning. Sitting with Rick Monday, Stephen Nelson here. Dodgers home opener in 2024. There hasn't been a season talked about like this for the Dodgers since they moved from Brooklyn in 1958. First pitch to Paul Goldschmidt from Tyler Glasnow is upstairs, ball 1. And Glasnow is going to try and get some get back against the Cardinals' first baseman, who's 2 for 2 with a base hit and a home run. There's strike 1 from Glasnow. Glasnow now about to throw his 74th pitch of the ballgame. Through 77 in his Dodger debut in the Seoul Series. He fools Goldschmidt, who waves at strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Deep breath. Here's the pitch. Another swing and another miss. And a 4th strikeout for Tyler Glasnow.
He can strike some guys out. You start to look at that strikeout percentage. Or the 3rd best in baseball. Blake Snell had the highest percentage, followed by Spencer Strider of the Atlanta Braves, and then Glasnow.
Nolan Gorman pulls the first pitch from Glasnow foul, 0-1. Gorman was down swinging in the first inning. Now you mentioned the Cardinals and Dodgers meeting in 1984, some 40 years ago, as Gorman fouls strike 2 into the net. You go back another 20, so 60 years ago, the Dodgers and Cardinals, Dodger Stadium. It was a 4-0 win for L.A. Maury Wills 3 for 4 leading off. Frank Howard homered, but the story then, to nobody's surprise, Sandy Koufax. A complete game shutout, 96 pitches, 66 of them for strikes in a game that took 2 hours and 6 minutes.
With no pitch clock.
Just nastiness from Koufax. The 1-2 pitch from Glasnow. Just missed. I think Glasnow and Will Smith were waiting for the strike 3 call from Alan Porter, but it never came, so it's 2-2. Now, the Cardinals did go on to win the National League and the World Series that year in 1964. The 2-2 from Glasnow on the way, and that's strike 3. Gorman could not check up. He wants Porter to ask for help at third, and the crew chief refuses to do so. Back-to-back Ks for Glasnow.
That's all play umpire. He'll tell you, so no, I saw it myself. By the way, after this series against the Cardinals, we mentioned the Giants come in. That'll be on Monday. Game 1 of that series, 7-10. The first 40,000 fans in attendance will receive a Fernando Valenzuela jersey, courtesy of Bank of America. So for tickets and information, Dodgers.com/promotions.
Base is empty, 2 down in the top of the 6th, still 5-1. And a soft liner from Nolan Arenado into the glove of third baseman Max Muncy. So a 1-2-3-6 for Glasnow, who has hardly been touched. The Dodgers still up by 4 in the middle of the 6th on the Dodgers Audio Network. Big drive. We're driving into the bottom of the sixth with 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Dodgers. Muncy, Hernandez, and Outman. LA with a chance to extend its lead. It's currently 5-1 on top of the St. Louis Cardinals in this home opener for LA in 2024. Rick Monday and Steven Nelson hanging out with you on the Dodgers Audio Network, and we're grateful for the opportunity. Palante's first pitch to Muncy is pulled foul behind Clayton McCullough, the first base coach for LA. Muncy capped a 2-run first with a sacrifice fly, and he struck out looking in the third. Meaning the Dodgers put up 3 more. Muncy sprays one the other way in the air, foul. 0-2. Palante, the first reliever for the Cardinals, taking over for Miles Michaelis, misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hard-working offseason for Max Muncy. Lost about 15 pounds before he arrived at Camelback Ranch for spring training. He's waiting on the 1-2. Here it comes. Good eye from Muncy. Is known to have 2 balls, 2 strikes. He talked about what Nolan Arenado did, was working on his flexibility and losing weight. Obviously different frame, Max Muncy to Nolan Arenado. Different reputations with the glove in the field. The 2-2 pitch to Muncy is spiked. It's 3-2. But for Max, he obviously saw Shohei Ohtani signing. Now the DH spot's gone. I got to get better. I got to get more agile to stay in the field and stay in this lineup as much as I can. And so he worked to do just that. Try to work on his lateral movement as well. The exhibition season wasn't kind to him, though. He got hit by a couple pitches, had a bug before the team left for South Korea.
Well, it's always a work in progress. For every player, it's a work in progress.
Palante's payoff. Muncy upstairs, swings and misses. A strikeout for Palante. His second since coming in. First out of the 6th. Teoscar Hernandez will dig in 0-for-2 with 2 strikeouts. First pitch sent into the right center field gap. It gets down. It one-hops the wall, and Teoscar Hernandez has his first home knock. It's an extra base hit here with 1 out in the 6th.
It's going to be a big man for this Dodger ball club in the number 6 spot in the lineup right now. And it looks like Dave Roberts basically going to stay with that. He may alter it with left-handed pitchers in there. I mentioned earlier that for Hernandez, he really hammered the fastball, didn't handle the breaking ball particularly well. That was a hook and went with it with power.
Known for slugging against lefties, he gets the righty Palante and now faces the lefty batter for the Dodgers in James Outman. First pitch fouled away by James, who's 1-for-2. Struck out in the second. Hustled out an infield single in the 4th. Getting a barehanded play attempt by Nolan Arenado at the hot corner. Palante settles in, peeks on Hernandez at second base. Now looks home and fires to Outman. Outman pulls the ball to the right side underneath the glove of Paul Goldschmidt. Green light for Hernandez. The throw home, not in time. The RBI single from James Outman. The lead for LA back to 5.
So important to put the ball into play once you get some runners on base. That's what the Dodgers have done very effectively here in the home opener. And for James Outman, now 2 for 3 in the ballgame.
Jason Hayward.
On first base ahead of his mentor, Jason Hayward. The 2 forged a really cool bond last year in Outman's rookie season with the Dodgers. First pitch to Shohei. He swings and misses. 0-1. For the former Cardinal, now current Dodger. Hayward started his career, of course, with Atlanta. Brief moment in St. Louis before shifting to the Cubs, the other side of the rivalry. Hayward swings through, strike two. Last year for Hayward, 377 plate appearances, 349 of them against right-handed pitching. Behind in the count, 0-2. The pitch from Palante, tapped toward the dugout by Hayward to stay alive.
Hayward, again, we talked in the spring training, had very few at-bats against lefties, only 28 plate appearances, although he did hit 2 of his 15 home runs against lefties.
192 average against lefties, 276 against righties. He is facing a right-hander in Palante, who delivers home. A bouncer fielded by Palante. Calmly, he flips underhand to Goldschmidt for out number 2 as Outman moves up to second base. In the 9 spot of the order with the second baseman Gavin Lux, who's 0 for 2 so far in the home opener, with a strikeout and a double play. 4.63 last time we saw him. First pitch swinging. Goldschmidt going to his right, has it on the backhand, then underhands it to the pitcher, Palante covering. And so the 6th inning ends, but the RBI base hit from James Outman tacks a run. Now out, Ryan Yarbrough in. This pitching change is brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Former teammates with the Tampa Bay Rays, teammates again now with the Los Angeles Dodgers. So you go from the hard-throwing righty in Tyler Glasnow to the soft contact aficionado, the left-hander Ryan Yarbrough. He is facing 5, 6, and 7 for St. Louis. Gets a foul ball from the catcher Wilson Contreras for his first strike. Now, last season for Yarbrough between Kansas City and the Dodgers, 25 appearances, 9 starts. The versatile lefty out of the bullpen. Popped up by Contreras. Will Smith back on the warning track. Contreras was starting his walk toward the dugout. He knew his counterpart was going to make the play. 2 pitches, 1 out for Yarbrough.
Well, Dave Roberts put in a request earlier today. It would have been, well, starting pitcher, last out. Can he go 6 innings? Yep, check that one off. 1 run, only 2 hits. Both of those hits by Goldsmith, a single and a home run.
And if you're going to give up a hit to anybody, be the former MVP.
They do it with bases empty.
Yeah. Right now, the DH, Alec Burleson, watches ball 1 tumble in from Yarbrough. Quality start from Glasnow. His second start of the season. Here, his first game pitching in his hometown ballpark. Strike 1 from Yarbrough. As you can imagine, a ton of family and friends in attendance today for Glasnow, and they were treated to quite the outing. 6 innings, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, 81 pitches. Foul ball from Burleson. It's a 1-2 count. And last night, he can remember coming to this ballpark as a kid. It took him a while to get here, coming down from Santa Clarita, fighting the traffic. You have to maybe try and leave a little early. Pulled well foul by Burleson. Count stays the same, 1-2. He leaves early in this one as a player for the Dodgers and with the lead in their home opener of the 2024 campaign.
And he won't care how long it takes him to get home today.
Yarbrough exhales before another 1-2 pitch to Burleson. Fly ball sprayed to left. Just inside the line is Hernandez. 2 down.
One thing with Glasnow, 6 innings, 81 pitches. So he was efficient on that end of it, walked only 1 batter.
And that walk didn't hurt him. Came with 2 outs in the 4th. But the next batter to ground out. Yarbrough misses to Jordan Walker. 1-0. Walker in the right-handed batter's box lifts the ball high in the air to center field. On the cut of the grass where it's shaved LA is James Outman. That's a 1-2-3 inning in the 7th for Ryan Yarbrough. The Dodgers still up 6-1. Let's stretch. Cardinals taking over for Andre Palante. The Shakey's Pizza Parlor is the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game day, it's group day at Shakey's.com. And the right-handed O'Brien will face 1, 2, and 3 for the Dodgers order. You might have heard of them. Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani, and Freddie Freeman. They have some hardware in their trophy cases. A trio of MVPs. So much hype throughout the offseason, they lived up to it. Look out! Mookie Betts gets out of the way of ball one, up and in. Mookie Betts walked and scored in the first. Led off the third with a home run. And then popped out in the fifth. He's got a duck out of the way again. 82 miles per hour from O'Brien. Mookie tumbles back to the dirt in Dodger Stadium. Are letting the Cardinal reliever hear it. Now Mookie stands in for the 2-0. Another one misses arm side. 3 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, that was a cutter. The first 2 were just breaking balls that got away from him.
Brian, 6'4", 180-pound righty, 29 years old, from Seattle, delivers to Betts. Maybe some nerves at Dodger Stadium. Perhaps. He's on the board now with strike 1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Ohtani watching from the on-deck circle as ball 4 misses up and in again on Betts. A lead-off free pass, the second walk of the game for Mookie. Lead-off base runner in the bottom of the 7th, brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. What can Shohei Ohtani do with him? Now, O'Brien misses inside with a breaking ball. And the Bluebirds out in full force. Dusty Blake, the pitching coach, is going to come have a chat. While that conversation is happening, if you hopped on late, 2 for the Dodgers in the first, 3 in the third. And then 1 more in the 6th with a 6-1 lead. In the top half in this first third of the order, doing the heavy lifting, as you might have guessed. Now the 2-time unanimous American League MVP in his Dodger Stadium debut, Shohei Ohtani. The Cardinal convention on the mound is complete. Now the 1-0 pitch to Ohtani. Big swing, big miss, 1-1.
Well, there's a big to pull in the infield. Second baseman Gorman is actually positioned. He's closer to the the first base bag than he is second base.
Ohtani went through the right side in the 5th inning for his second hit of the game. Called strike 2. Ohtani will take time. Quickly back in the left-handed box. The fans booed the call, but it did appear to get the outside corner. So it's 1-2. O'Brien is back, almost turned to Ohtani. Delivers home. Foul ball straight back into the net. Count remains 1-2. Dodger offense was average better than 5.5 runs per game last year. 5.59, second best in the major leagues, best in a full season in Dodgers history. Shot foul by Ohtani into the net down the left field line. And that offense has surpassed 5 runs already today in the home opener. And of course, on the heels of a strong performance in Seoul. But it's 6-1 here in the bottom of the 7th. Mookie Betts on first, nobody out. Another 1-2 to Ohtani. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Ohtani retired for the first time today. A swinging strikeout for O'Brien.
Brian, he gets the fastball over there. It's, close to 97 miles an hour. And then the breaking ball that came in on top of it. And that last one, a slider was elevated.
Freddie Freeman, 2 for 3. With 2 runs scored. Single in the first and a 2-run homer in the third for striking out in the fifth. Mookie Betts still off first, not going. As that 1-0 pitch is cut on and missed by Freeman. 1 ball, 1 strike. O'Brien working from the first base side of the rubber. Puts his left foot, his front foot, on the third base side. Delivers to Freeman. Misses downstairs. 2-1. Freddie Freeman continuing to crush the Cardinals. I mentioned 2 for 3 today. He entered this season and series as a Dodger against St. Louis, batting .500, an on base of .588, slugging percentage of .881. He taps one foul off the plate. 21 for 42, 11 extra base hits, and that includes a special one last May in St. Louis, the 300th home run of his career in grand style, grand slam home run. One of his 29 during the 2023 season. He's already hit #1 in 2024 today. He takes ball 3 down. The count is full. A peek from O'Brien on Betts, who takes off for second. And it won't matter because Freddie Freeman works a walk with 1 out. First and second in the 7th.
Dodgers have not had a lot of at-bats with runners in scoring position, but they've been effective. They're 2 for 3 in spots like this today. The Cardinals, meanwhile, 0 for 2.
And if you were to look for a concern in the 2 games in Seoul, I know it's very early, but some would split those hairs. That was an area they struggled. Will Smith fouls back a strike.
Well, the other area that they struggled in was making contact. They struck out a lot of times. And in the Freeway Series, in those 2 games, or in fact, the last game, they struck out, 16 times.
0-1 the count on Smith. Betts on second, Freeman off first. The pitch from O'Brien outside, well corralled by Contreras. Takes his mask off, walks the ball to the edge of the dirt before throwing it back to his right-handed reliever. The Dodgers 7 for 31, 226 clip with runners in scoring position in Seoul. They left 25 men on base. Now, last year, this was the best team in the National League, a .276 average with RISP. The pitch to Smith, fly ball the opposite field. Walker finding the sun, handles it okay. Betts tags from second. The throw from Walker is strong but offline and a little late. So it's now first and third for the Dodgers with 2 out in the 7th.
Yeah, for Walker, he showed off a pretty good throwing arm. It was just to the outfield side of the bag. Otherwise, it's a close play.
He's a bat-first player and leaves plenty to be worked upon. He's a youngster still, Jordan Walker, in the outfield, and he's been working with Willie McGee, specifically on the angles to get his strong arm into a good position to make a throw. A decent one there. Inconsequential, though. So Freeman on first, Betts on third. Max Muncy with 2 down. The Dodgers leading 6-1 in the bottom of the 7th. O'Brien delivers to Muncy and gives him strike 1.
Some of the outfielders have been working with some of those former Dodger outstanding, make that Cardinal outstanding player. You mentioned Willie McGee working with Walker. Vince Coleman is working with Victor Scott, the second, the center fielder.
O'Brien sets for the 0-1. Muncy pulls a ball over a leaping Gorman. An RBI base hit for Max Muncy as Mookie Betts touches home plate and makes it 7-1 Dodgers. Nolan Gorman tried to get up, but Muncy pulled it too far up in front of him and over him. Dropping down for his first hit and second RBI of the game.
Yeah, well, just creating opportunities and then cashing them in.
Betts scores for the third time. So Mookie's torrid start, his first 2 games and change of the season, continues. Strike one to Teoscar Hernandez. The Dodger left fielder who picked up his first extra base hit in a Dodger uniform last time up with a double, and he came around to score on the single from James Outman. He's fallen behind O'Brien 0-2. First and second. 2 on, 2 out in the 7th. The 0-2 pitch to Hernandez. Misses outside. Freeman and Muncy on the base pass. Muncy having a chat with Paul Goldschmidt. Well off first base. The pitch to Hernandez is in the dirt, but blocked by Contreras. Fakes a throw down to first base. Nobody was there. Rain in the forecast this weekend. No such worries on this Thursday afternoon as the Dodgers open their 2024 home slate. 2-2 pitch. Tails away, and Hernandez has worked this thing full. Blue skies, a really cool pregame ceremony. The starting lineup entering from the center field plaza down a blue carpet. O'Brien delivers the 3-2 and gets one by Teoscar Hernandez, who got a piece of 96 miles per hour, but into the glove of Contreras. So 2 left on, but 1 more scores for the Dodgers on the RBI knock from Muncy. It's 7-1 after 7. Good times. Speaking of MVPs, the Dodgers' top 3 leading off this order have reached in 9 of their 12 plate appearances today. Mookie Betts has now reached in 11 of 15 plate appearances this season. The Dodgers on top of the Cardinals in their home opener. It's 7-1 as we welcome you back for the top of the 8th inning. Rick Monday and Steven Nelson. Ryan Yarbrough out for a second inning of work, taking over for Tyler Glasnow, who had a quality start. The first pitch of the 8th is popped back into the seats on the field level. And a fan who has been properly served, borderline overserved, showing off his new souvenir. Yarbrough came in to start the 7th, sent the Cardinals down in order, so he's got 8, 9, and 1 here in the 8th with Scott the second, Wynn, and Donovan. Breaking ball tried to loop back over the inner third. It did not, so 1 and 1. Victor Scott II, just 23 years old, pulls a ball just foul. That would have been trouble down the line because with his speed, he would have been on third easy. Just last week, he was told he wasn't making the team. I mean, not a huge shock given that he hasn't seen a single game in AAA. Just 163 games across 1.5 minor league years. And here he is making his major league debut at Dodger Stadium. Pitch from Yarbrough. Flare, left side. In front of the Dodger dugout is Muncy, and it got out of play over the net. Count stays 1 and 2. The opportunity presents itself for Scott with all the Cardinals outfield injuries. So a youngster who earned a non-roster invite to spring training, given his speed, stolen base prowess, minor league gold glove in the outfield last year as well. Is thrust into the center field spot for the St. Louis Cardinals. Yarbrough exhales and now delivers a 1-2. Swinging, strike 3. Getting Scott with a first out of the 8th.
Well, the Giants come in on Monday in that series. Keep in mind on Wednesday, 7-10 start also against San Francisco. First 40,000 fans in attendance are going to receive an adult hooded zip-up sweatshirt presented by Bank of America. So come out and join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Those Giants currently lead the Padres at Petco Park 3-2 in the bottom of the 7th. As Yarbrough gets strike 1 over on Mason Wynn, the young shortstop for the Cardinals. Yarbrough quickly in front, 0-2. The Astros jumped out to a 4-0 lead on the Yankees at home, but New York has scored the next 5. So the Yankees leading 5-4 in the middle of the 7th. 5-4 the score. The Marlins in front of the Pirates in the same juncture. Yarbrough upstairs, ball 1. Blue Jays dominating Tampa Bay up to this point, 8-2 in the 8th. It's 7-2 Cincinnati. The Reds opening at home against the Nationals. That game also in the 8th. Yarbrough induces more soft contact, but it's a foul ball back behind home plate in the field level. Still 1-2. Twins and Royals in a close one, 2-1 in the 8th. And the Tigers leading the White Sox 1-0 in the bottom of the 9th inning in Chicago. So it's happening around the league here at Dodger Stadium, the home opener. Another foul ball induced by Yarbrough off the bat, a win. The Dodgers leading by 6. It's 7-1 with 1 out in the top of the 8th inning. The last of the Cardinal order here in Wynn. Wynn way out in front of Yarbrough's offering and pulls it well foul. And we told the story of the home opener for the Dodgers 60 years ago in 1964. Sandy Koufax complete game shutout on 96 pitches. Always wonderful to see Sandy smiling here at Dodger Stadium. He's in attendance. Finally, a non-foul ball. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes after Yarbrough lost it upstairs. The 2-2 pitch. And Mason Wynn will not go away. Another foul ball. So in that 1964 season, again, the Dodgers won that opening game, but it was St. Louis that had the season to remember as the World Series champions, representing the National League. Notable catchers on that roster, Mo. Bob Uecker and Tim McCarver. 2-2 pitch from Yarbrough. Taken for ball 3.
You know what Euchre was saying to McCarver, don't you? Hey, come on, Tim.
Actually, Euchre went 0 for 2 that day. McCarver did not do anything. And finally, Wynn's at bat is going to end with a line out to James Outman in center. 2 out in the top of the 8th. You know, and we should mention that a vital part of that team's title in 1964 was the late Mike Shannon, who 11 months ago passed away at the age of 83. He played for the Cardinals then 50 years as a radio voice in St. Louis. So much history that he was a part of. He hit the final home run at Sportsman's Park, as well as the first Cardinal home run at Busch Stadium. And then so many moments called behind the mic.
Mike Shannon was so well liked. Well, new Busch Stadium was being constructed. He knew some of the people that were in charge of the construction itself, and he got the plans. He said, no, make our booth bigger. It's about the size of a movie theater now.
Strike 1 to Brendan Donovan, the leadoff batter. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. So every broadcaster since then applauds and thanks the late, great Mike Shannon. Yarbrough delivers the 1-1 to Donovan, who didn't try to get out of the way of that one. It didn't hit him, though. It's still ball 2. Because you can understand for the Cardinals, there hasn't been much action on the base paths. 1 run, just 2 hits. Shot to the left side of the infield. Mookie Betts has it. He's up quickly with it and throws across. That's another 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Yarbrough. 6 up, 6 down against him. The Dodgers back to the dugout in the middle of the 8th. first5california.com. The Dodgers scored the first 5 runs today, jumping out to a 5-0 lead. They now lead at 7-1. As we welcome you back to Dodger Stadium and the 2024 home opener in the bottom of the 8th inning. Rick Monday and Steven Nelson hanging out with you all Thursday afternoon, where we have enjoyed quite the show. Matthew Liberatore out of the bullpen for St. Louis, the young lefty, and that inspires Dave Roberts to go to his bench. Chris Taylor pinch hitting for James Outman in the 7th spot. Kike Hernandez in the on-deck circle where Jason Hayward would have been. Taylor tries to ambush the first pitch, a fastball at 96 miles per hour from Liberatore. He swung through it, strike one.
Dave Roberts is trying to get some guys. He's going to rely upon them to pull the wagon, get them in some playing time.
And Chris Taylor fouls back, strike two.
As we mentioned at the outset, and even in spring training, the Dodgers with their regular lineup going to have 6 left-handed batters in that lineup, as we saw today. So it's not that Outman didn't hit lefties, actually hit higher against lefties than right-handers, average-wise last year.
Liberatore's 0-2, grounded right back to him by Taylor. Good reaction and reflexes by Liberatore. Throws it to Goldschmidt for the first out of the bottom of the 8th. Bigger ovations we've heard in a while here at the stadium is welcoming Kike Hernandez back to Dodger Stadium. Re-signing with the team as a free agent in the offseason, a one-year deal that he had to wait a long time to get. Said he came down to the Dodgers and Yankees. And 1, he wanted to stay in L.A. 2, he saw what the offseason had brought here. And 3, more opportunities. He compared the rosters and the depth charts between the Dodgers and Yankees. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, he told me, he says, they sat down and did look at the 40-man roster, and he says, hey, Dodgers have a lot of left-handed batters in that lineup.
In the air, right side, tails foul.
And the other part, too, is in on deck, Miguel Rojas. So Dave Roberts trying to get the guys in that may see much more playing time against lefties and get them into the swing of things. It's a great move. Hey, the home opener. Hey, we got a taste of it. Okay, get them in, get them active.
Liberatore fires the 1-2 and gets Hernandez to strike out swinging. 2 up, 2 down so far in the 8th. Still 7-1 Dodgers with Rojas marching to the plate. The 10th strikeout of the game for Dodger hitters. But that's not the category they keep track of that counts. In the run department, we've got 6 more than the Cardinals. Ball 1 from Liberatore, a 97-mile-per-hour fastball outside to Rojas. Due up for St. Louis in the 9th will be Goldschmidt, Gorman, and Arenado, 2, 3, and 4. Liberatore fires home, and he has his first strike. Former 16th overall pick in the 2018 draft out of Mountain Ridge High School in Arizona was Liberatore. That selection made by the Tampa Bay Rays. It's 1-1 to Rojas. Hit in the air to center field. Scott took a couple steps back to read it and then comes in. And that is a quick inning of work for Matthew Liberatore. Now we go to the 9th inning. The Dodgers leading 7-1, trying to close out the home opener. jingle. Now you know where to go. Top of the ninth inning, the Dodgers 7, the Cardinals 1. Home opener for LA in 2024. Trying to get above 500 after splitting the Seoul series in South Korea with the Padres. Ryan Yarbrough still has the ball for the Dodgers, facing the most feared part of the Cardinal lineup. Paul Goldschmidt, Nolan Gorman, and Nolan Arenado. A 6-run lead. 52,667. The announced attendance, a sellout crowd for the first game at Blue Heaven in 2024. Crooked numbers in the first and third. One run added in the sixth, another in the seventh. And the Dodgers a 7-1 lead. The heavy lifting done by the heavy lifters. The MVPs who reached 9 of their 12 plate appearances today. Home runs from Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman. One of them a big one. Off the bat of this man, Paul Goldschmidt, the solo homer in the fourth. He's off Tyler Glass now. He pitched 6 strong innings, a quality start, as Goldschmidt pulls a strike. Foul. Breeze has picked up a little bit as Goldschmidt laces one to left field. A leadoff base hit for the first baseman. He has his 3rd hit of the game. The wind blowing from left to right based on the flags in center field.
Second baseman number 16, Nolan Gorman.
So Goldschmidt on in front of Nolan Gorman. Dodgers working with a 7-1 cushion here in the top of the ninth. 1 on, nobody out. That's a good pitch, but it's called a ball. Right at the bottom of the zone, a breaking ball tailing away. Gorman's 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts and a lineout. That single from Goldschmidt snapped a streak of 6 consecutive retired by Yarbrough as Gorman hacks it foul. 1-1. Scheduled starters tomorrow. Bobby Miller against Zach Thompson. Big swing, big miss from Gorman. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Dodgers will face lefties in games 2 and 4 of this series. And they'll see old friend on Saturday, Lance Lynn. Returning to St. Louis. Yarbrough settles into form. A 1-2. Another close pitch that doesn't go his way. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bobby Miller on Friday. Yoshinobu Yamamoto his home debut on Saturday. Then Gavin Stone on Sunday for the Dodgers. Popped up left side of the infield. Rojas into the game at short. Kicks Muncy out of the way. 1 down. Rojas taking over at short means Mookie Betts shifts to second. New outfield alignment. Chris Taylor in left, Kike Hernandez in center, Teoscar Hernandez in right.
Well, might as well get the ground ball double play and put the home opener in the win column.
It's Nolan Arenado. Now there was some talk, some rumors, some rumblings on the hot stove last year about Arenado's potential availability, with the Cardinals tumbling down the standings, eventually finishing last in the National League Central, one of the worst teams in the National League overall. And the Dodgers rumored interest as Yarbrough gets strike 1 to level the count. The asking price, as you can imagine, was high for the 10-time Gold Glover and 8-time All-Star. The rumored asking price from the Dodgers standpoint included Bobby Miller, who starts tomorrow. The pitch from Yarbrough outside, 2 balls and a strike. Goldschmidt still standing on first. The pitch home to Arenado. He checked his swing, but Yarbrough's pitch got a piece of the bat, so it's 2-2. Feet settled for Yarbrough. Pitch on the way, and Arenado was just. That was a get me over swing, and he fouled it back off the plate. So no change in the count, 2-2. The catcher Wilson Contreras on deck. Here with 1 out in the top of the 9th inning. 7-1 Dodgers. 2 outs, closing out this home opener. The pitch from Yarbrough. Arenado pulls it to left field. Taylor drifting to his right. Has it about 15 feet off the warning track. 2 away.
Catcher number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Contreras 0 for 2 with a walk. Much different catcher and the one the Cardinals had forever in Yadi Molina. Molina regarded as the captain of the staff and a defense-first guy. Contreras at bat first. He skies the first pitch from Yarbrough to left field. Chris Taylor is underneath it, and that is a home opening win for LA. The Dodgers race out the gates to a 5-0 lead and win the ball game by a final of 7-1. Victory formation for the Dodgers begins for the first time at home. They moved to 2-1 on the season, taking this series opener. A 4-game set for St. Louis. We'll step aside on the Dodgers Audio Network and wrap it up when we come back.
The exclusive home of the Dodgers.
AM 570 LA Sports.
You want to talk about championship culture? Let's talk about Galpin Honda. Regularly in the running for the great championship of being the #1 Honda dealer in the world, and there's a reason why. Because it's led by the Bachman family, the largest family-owned and operated dealer group in Southern California. Galpin's been part of the community since 1946, offering great deals, great service with great people. And another great person,